you know, it's sometimes when your relatives leave you, they leave a big imprint upon you and your emotions. Like some of the family here, I know that a lot of times when they go places where Jeff was arena director or he had something to do with the powwow, I know that they get emotional feeling. Even when we were sitting at the house the other day, I was looking around and I could see all the trophies and I could see all the places where he used to be, where he lived. And it was another strange feeling when I got there because he wasn't there. Usually he'd come out, he'd greet me, he'd laugh with me, we'd talk, we'd sit down, he'd feed me, he'd give me food, water, things like that. That's the kind of person he was. But he had a great and a special background that where he come from. I seen him grow up in Apache, Oklahoma, over there where we come from. And as he was growing, he had two fantastic parents that raised him, that taught him good Indian ways, good music, good language. And he carried that with him wherever he went. He had many friends, many relatives all over the United States and Canada. He was known many, many places, and he helped many celebrations. And one of the best things about it was he was one of the singers at our Ohama Lodge Society over there in Anadarko, Oklahoma. And, you know, not too long ago, the bustle keeper, just here about maybe a week ago, he passed away, and he made his journey onto the stars. So that's the way we still feel that emotional feeling here today. But we came over here, the family wanted to do this in honor of their grandpa, their dad, her husband, and brother-in-law, sister-in-law, relatives, in-laws, like that. We all had a special love for him. When we was growing up, his mother and his dad, they were real great singers amongst the church ways that our people had been taught. Not only that, but our Native American church, and also in very many different ways that he expressed himself growing up. He went to Apache grade school, and then, he went to Boone, Oklahoma, that big metropolis city over there. And he started his education from there, from I believe, kindergarten on up, and then to Apache, and then he graduated from Apache High School. But while he was at Apache High School, he played football. And when he played football, he was a kicker, a punter, and he set many records. I remember growing up and seeing him at the punt, pass, and kick, and he would always bring the first place trophy home. And I know that his mom and dad was very proud of him. And as he was growing, he graduated from Apache High School. But in 1980, and then with that year he took Apache to the playoffs, and he had one of the longest field goal kicks in Apache High School. It was 65 yards. And he's still the record holder over there. And then after that, good fortunes followed him through college. He went to college and he played for Cameron University over there, a Division II school. And also while he was over there, he kicked for Cameron. And he also took him to a national championship and kicked, I think, a 60-yard field goal over there and won the game. So we're very proud of him. Maybe a lot of you didn't know him in the other field that he had taken up in his lifetime, the educational field, and then also his college football career. He was a very fine person. They knew him all over. And my sister here, Candy, my sister-in-law, she was telling me, she said the other day that she went somewhere and they were talking, and there was a young man in there that heard her last name, and when he heard the name Toehay, he said, "Hey," he said, "that guy went to school with my dad, and they played football," and that brought back memories. And so we're glad that even the younger generation are still remembering things of our older siblings and people like that. So we're glad here today that we could come and our family could come over here and get together and get some prize money and some things in honor of their dad, Jeff Toehay. Ladies and gentlemen, in my lifetime, I seen him do a lot of things, but the greatest thing that I seen was when we went to a little church out there in Boone, Oklahoma. I remember they put us on stage and they made us sing. We could talk Indian, we could sing Indian, and they made him sing a song. And after that, it gave inspiration to all little kids around there in that area, and they began to sing and learn their language. And later on, there was a lot of song leaders that would come, but he had a familiar voice that when you heard him sing, and even one gentleman way up in Canada was talking that he came over one time, and Jeff had sung a song, and he told the relatives here that he said, I never ever heard anything like that or a voice that beautiful, he said. It touched him. He said that gave him a good spirit, a good feeling, and that he had. I just wanted to say these few things as we go along throughout the program. There's a whole lot of other things that we got to talk about and that we mention his name. And our way of life over there at home, after our folks are gone, we always say, Gawana. That means we don't speak their names anymore. And then, but in special times like this, we can say that name. So tonight, we feel very good to even say that and then call his name and let my people know and all you dancers here. Also, Jeff was a very fine, fancy dancer ever since I knew him. Growing up way over there in Apache, Oklahoma, there was a building over there that the land had been donated by some Indian people where our folks could go and powwow and have celebrations. While he was over there, I remember his dad, they would bring him in and they would dress him and he'd stand back there, and then when it was time to dance, he would come in. And a lot of people would do that, take time out for their children to dress them up. Maybe a lot of these dancers here had that growing up. I know a few of them that I've seen their fathers do that for them. And that's the way he was. And he grew up within this society that we have. And he was a singer. And he always kept a good camp over there. No matter who you were or where you come from, he would go over there and he'd notice you and he'd take you by the arm or shake your hand, invite you to that camp and give you a real good meal. Every year he would do that. Sometimes it'd be 112 degrees and he'd still be out there. You'd get a cold pop or a cold water and he would fix you up. So that's the kind of person he was. He was very nice, kind, gentle person. And then through his lifetime career, he was also worked in the oil fields. He retired from the oil field. He had many friends, and many times that we worked over there, I seen him, and he worked for a company called Parker Drilling. I believe that's where he retired from. And then also, he went on to retire from there, but he took full time in raising his grandchildren, and they did a lot of things together. They were real special to him. He treated them just the way that his dad did him. When they were little, he would decorate them up and get them nice works and beadwork and nice feathers, and everything had to be nice on him. And that's the kind of person he was. So we're very glad here that Candy and all the girls and the daughters, and then also he had one son. We all knew him. Everybody knew him in the powwow world. His son, Chad, when he left this world like that, it really broke his feelings and hurt him like that. But he carried on every day. He smiled. He went around and he powwowed. And that's the way life is. And many times we would sit down and talk and laugh. but we also had our serious talks. One time I was standing there, and we was under his camp. We were talking about these songs and singing and dancing and all the places we went. And he told me, he said, boy, he said, I sure miss my mom and dad, he said. And that was a sign of telling me that he was preparing, getting ready. And after that, he became ill. But while he was ill, he didn't ever let that get him down. He all powwowed and went, traveled many miles. Sometimes he would just sit in the car and roll his window down and listen to the music. But when it come to Omaha Lodge, he was out there working around no matter how sick he was. That's the kind of person he was. So we're very glad that these young gentlemen over here, these fancy dancers, thank you for coming in and dancing. He also told me, he said, brother, he said, there's a style, he said, of dancing, fancy. When I was growing up, when we were growing up in this circle, he said, them men that danced, he said, they had style. It wasn't about how fast you were. He said it was about movement, balance. That word balance, he said, a dancer could do one thing on his legs, stand there and dance and hold the other one up without getting off balance. He said, there's an art to that. There's an art to singing those songs. He said there's a way that you move, head movement, body movement. He said I wish that could come back, and our old folks, they could have saw our old folks do that. It was a beautiful dance. Not to say anything, but he was talking about drum beat. He said, I like a kind of song that makes a dancer just move. He said, not too fast. He said, but that good old fancy dance style. A lot of our relatives, it's okay to advance and to move on and to do different things and dance to real fast songs. But he said, I'd rather see that movement and that rhythm come out. He said, that gives you a good feeling. And so his wife and his daughter, they was telling me, we were sitting at the house the other day. We were talking about that. And they asked me to make that announcement that this is what they wanted, that good balance, that good movement. But dance your style, dancers. We welcome you here. Thank you for coming and participating. This here is 18 to 49 right here. There's going to be 5 of you picked tonight, 5 today, and 5 tonight. And then tomorrow there'll be a finals. So with that, we've asked a singer from our Omaha Lodge Society to come over and to sing some songs and to gather some relatives. And all these gentlemen right here are part of that. And they come from different places that they have these dances, and they hold positions on their drums. And we're glad that they came out here to help John and to sing these songs. They all knew my brother, Jeff Toehay. We all had a special way. I'll tell you one thing, too. That guy could sing 49. If you wanted to hear real 49 songs, he could sing them, and he had them. And we had many of those, and good times and good laughs, and that's the way we'll keep it here. So with that, singers, our judges are ready. We're going to go with the boys. I believe they asked the boys for the first song here, and we're going to ask our judges to move around here. The judges are by the kids, the grandkids, and some of the friends that he has made along the powwow trail. So with that, judges, if you could make your movement around the arena. There's a lot of fine, fancy dancers. And also, there were some dancers that came down to Anadarko the other night to the American Indian Exposition of the National Champion Fancy Dance. And, man, that was outstanding over there. And a lot of those dancers were from out of state that came. And so it's awesome here tonight to see a lot more to come over here and participate. With that, we go to the boys for the first song. Let's put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for the first song here. 18 to 49. Walk around, gentlemen. Walk around here. Get you maybe some water people might be out there. I know you've been dancing here this afternoon. No, you can't have dabs here. Even though it's illegal, you can't have it. I should have somebody stand on the side with a lidded Camel, non-filter. Feel good then when I'd stop, I'd blow smoke out. That's where I got that saying, dang, guy. What, smoke will go way up, big cloud. All right, guys, are ready for a second song here. We're going to give you a little taste of Southern here. Whenever you're ready there, John, let's give them that good song there. Ladies and gentlemen, pick your winner out here. Yeah. USA, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together. Woo! Ha ha ha. Line up right up here, gentlemen. Line up right here. Line up. Come line up. Make sure you can see your number there. They're going to come up here and tabulate. They're going to get some numbers here, and we'll let you know here the five that's going to be going towards the finals here. And later on this evening, I believe they're going to have another time here, another dance. So I believe that they're going to call out the five, and then the rest of the dancers will come out here, and then they'll pick another five. Judges, make your way on over to the other side there. All right. All right, we're going to be calling the 50 and over. Oh, there's two groups. Oh, I didn't see that here. All right, gentlemen, make your way on into the circle here. Group 2, come on in. Group 2, come on in. We had many travels, me and the late Jeff. We all packed up one time, went to Fort Taunton, North Dakota, singed over there, danced and enjoyed it. And then we went to several places enjoying Pow Wow. Pow Wow Trail, that was the original Pow Wow Trail. We take off in early June and go up and travel all over. Hit Oklahoma and then kind of cool off a little bit and leave the 110 temperatures to go into a low of 67 at night. Woo. Now it's all changed everywhere. It's hot all over. All right, let's give that first group a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. All right, this is the word here. Dancers from that first group, they're going to be picking, from this whole category here, we're going to pick 5. They're tabulating, and the ones with the highest points, the top 5. And then also tonight, the ones with the highest points, the next 5, and there'll be 10, and you'll be going to the finals tomorrow. Same way with 50 and over. All right, we're all ready to go here. We're going to go over here to the boys. Give them a good one. Stand by, 50 and over. Put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Walk around, boys, walk around. Water people, come on out. All the water babes. God. Don't ever accept a water bottle from Battle River, whatever you do. It's all poison. It's a good poison sometimes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, did you like it? Let's hear you. Where you at out there? Boy, you probably got a fry bread all over in your... All right, we're going to come on over here to our southern drum. Whenever you're ready there. Take it away, John. Let's put our hands together one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for Group 2 of the Jeff Toehay Memorial Fancy Dance Contest, 18 to 49, right here. All right, judges, make your way on over there. Mark your balance. 50 and over, 50 and over. Come on in. 50 and over, come on in. All right, we look like we got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Right here, these guys probably pretty close to the balance people right here, that one leg and spin around and rocker going. I remember when we first got up north, the fancy dance up there was a kind of a beautiful, good movement up there, and also their songs up there was a kind of a good rhythm there, make everybody move, and there was a lot of bustle movement then, and then today it moved up speed. Now Northern drums are singing real fast, and which is good. It's all good. It's all made a move, but it's just a change in the times when we were watching dancing, and then comparing to nowadays, the younger generation is want to do the real fast speed, but it's real good. Good movement. And thank you, gentlemen. Let's give them a round of applause one more time. This second group. Only one move I didn't see was that slippery ice move. All right, how many we got out there, Mike? We might want to do two groups or two songs, just one group. One group would do right there. All right. They want 4 songs. These guys want 4 songs. They're 50 and over, so. Mike said, I did that before. I pouted. All right, we're going to go to the boys here. Whenever you're ready here. Let's put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for years and up here. Oh, man. Good dancing there. Walk around, gentlemen. We'll give you a little break since you're 50 and up here. All right. Usually these guys like to go one song after another. 50 years and up, gentlemen, I'd like to tell you here, the other day the family got a call, and there was a gentleman by the name of Eli Snow from Alberta, Canada, that he told them he heard they was going to have a special and a memorial for Jeff. And he told the family here that he said, I don't know, for some reason, he said, I feel like I'm related to you, or I've seen you somewhere, or we did something together, and he had this feeling, but he told him, he said, I got something I want to give to you so that you could give to the first place winner here in the 50 and over. And so our daughter here, Chaylene, she went up there to, I believe it was South Dakota, and retrieved that gift, that Eli Snow. And he donated a real big buffalo robe, and it's all tanned. And you don't find those too much anymore. So one of you guys that's going to win the 50 and up, you're going to get you a nice buffalo robe. But let's give a shout out here to Eli Snow. Let's put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen. That's the way this powwow circle is. When you see somebody and you recognize them, maybe he thought of one of his relatives, or maybe he had that kind of feeling. Sometimes you'll see a relative. When you lose a relative, you'll see him somewhere, or you'll see somebody that looks like him. My dad used to always tell me, he said, get a little bit of money or something and go over there and shake their hand, and then that's all you have to do. You don't have to tell them what you're doing, he said. But that's the good feeling that God inspires you. We're all related in somehow. So thank you, Eli, for doing that here, and that good spirit that got upon you here to donate that buffalo robe. All right, with that, we go to our Southern style singing here. Take it away, John, whenever you're ready. Let's put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen. All right, judges face that way. Make your way over there. Dancers face that way. All right. Good thing we gave them that 5-minute break there. These guys do a little dabs too. They dab that deep heating rub on and been gay. All right. Oh, man, that's all right here. 50 years and up. Somebody's going to get to take that buffalo robe home, wrap them up. Rusty, be standing by. My brother Rusty there. He's the ultimate male. We used to watch Rocky III. Man, we knew every word that come out of there. He could even mock Clubber Lane, boy. We'd get to the 49, boy. Clubber Lane had come out, and Rocky had come out. That was back in the 80s. That was back in 1980. You all right, Mike? All right. All right, that's right. Mike, come over. He said, I'm the only one rocking the red Angoras. He said, my brother Jeff, that was his style right there. He had red Angoras. Also, his regalia, too. That handed down every year, maybe his grandson. I remember Chad, too. He dressed Chad up just the way he would dress. And then on down, too, and then his grandsons. And still, even his song that he had, personal song, it went on down the line like that. I seen it go from his dad on down to Jeff, and then on down to his first son. And then from there was his grandson, first grandson. And then now his grandson has that, right? Xavier and Leo, they share that song in the Ohama Lodge there. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's our first session. And this evening will be another dance-off. And we'll be judging again, and we'll be picking the top 10 dancers for the finals tomorrow. And there will also be a giveaway and then the presentation of the awards. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for listening to us and listening to this fine, beautiful singing here. All right, with that, we'll say, Arakok Aho, and thank you very much.
Big round of applause. Wonderful, beautiful, special, awesome singing, awesome dancing, very inspirational, motivational. Fancy dancers sure brought it. And once again, we just want to remind all of our junior teens and 70 and over, remember, you are excused until tomorrow afternoon. Grand entry, Sunday finals, Sunday fun day. And I think we're going to transition into our next dance special here. Our Kozad family making their way up here in front of the announcer stand. Who's going to be speaking on their behalf?
Kyle Rubidoo. Family's asking you to make your way up here. Kyle Rubidoo. Stand by, straight dancers. It's going to be a winner take all in different categories, starting with our juniors, teens, junior adults, senior adults. Brother said he was hungry, so we're going to try to race through as best we can, as fast as we can. And we know this is a dinner time special. While the family's getting everything together, you can see that the winners this evening are going to garnish a trophy, something that doesn't go around too much these days. So we got trophies for the winners, and then have some items that we want to give out. But you know, the family here wants to express their appreciation off the top to the committee for allowing the special to honor Pricey and Sebastian Kozad. And what we're saying is give back to the circle here. A lot of times in this arena we talk about what it gives to us. You know, we just heard that in this last special about the things that we're thankful for, the life that it gives us, a way to make a life, a way to make relatives, a way to make something good for ourselves and to bless our families, our homes in that way. So the family wants to take time out to talk about these two young boys and give thanks to this arena, to the relatives that have made a good life for them. So once Kyle gets here, we'll start with our Kozad be standing by. We'll be going into an honor song here for Pricey and Sebastian. My two nephews all the way out of Farmington, New Mexico. Come a long ways to be here. It's about a 14-hour drive, 14 and a half, or at least that's what it took me. That was a little bit of a drive to be out here. So the way we're going to do this, relatives, we have one of our camp criers that's relative to the family here, and he's going to go over to the drum and say their name to the drum and take care of this in that traditional way. And then the drum will take that forward with a song, an honor song. So all straight dancers, be standing by. Again, family sponsoring junior straight category, teen straight category, junior adult straight category, senior adult straight category, and golden age on up straight categories.